some famous husbands and wives from history and tell the most legendary story that you know about this famous couple. Do you know any famous couple? I mean, a couple that have a nice story, not celebrities. Do you know any famous couple from history? They don't have to be live now. Okay, I think we're not very familiar with couples that are very famous. Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about two famous couples. And they have very nice stories and also they achieve goals with each other. Now, let's see. The first couple that we're going to talk about is this couple. Okay, now let's see what is their story. I need you now to listen.
Pages 6 and 7. 1. Listen and discuss.
Marie and Pierre Curie, 1894 to 1906. Maria Skłodowska was born in Warsaw in 1867. She was the daughter of a secondary school teacher. She studied in local schools and received some training in science from her father. Because women were not able to attend university in Poland in the 19th century, Maria left Poland to study at a French university in 1891. Now known by the French name Marie, she worked hard in a laboratory that was owned by Pierre Curie. Pierre Curie was born in Paris in 1859. He received his early education at home and then joined the Faculty of Sciences at the Sorbonne. He was promoted to professor in 1900. Marie and Pierre Curie got married in 1895. Although poor, they were devoted to each other and their research. Their studies of radioactive substances were carried out under difficult conditions. Their laboratory facilities were hardly adequate, and they had to do a lot of teaching to earn a living. In 1898, the couple discovered the elements polonium and radium. They eventually won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903 for the discovery of radioactivity. When Pierre died in 1906, Marie honored his memory by continuing their work. In 1911, Marie Curie won another Nobel Prize, this time for chemistry. She was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice.
Okay.
Anita and Giuseppe.
Let's stop here. Okay, so we have this couple that they do some researches together and they married and they still do this thing together. Do you think that do you want to when you inshallah get married, do you want to have this this relationship with your husband, like he support you and he do everything and maybe you do the same studies? Would you like to have that? Yes, of course, Rilas. I think this is really interesting that both of them, even, can you imagine, this is in a very old time, 1898. This is a very old time. But they do these researches together and they do this stuff together. I think this is very nice and very interesting to have someone that supports you in everything that you do. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions. First question, what was the job of Marie's father? Her father has a job. What was his job? I will show you here. Thalith. Raise your hand, please, and tell me. What was the job of Marie's father? Yes, Lilas.
He was a secondary school teacher.
Perfect. Thank you so much. He was, so it says here, she was the daughter of a secondary school teacher. So I understand from this that her father was a secondary school teacher. Thank you. The second question. Why Marie left Poland in the 19th century? Poland is the country. Why did she left the country in the 19th century? The answer is written here. Yes, Dana. Why do you think?
Because women were not allowed to attend university in Poland.
Yes, because they weren't allowed to attend university in Poland. So to continue your answer, Dana, you're going to say?
So she went to France.
Yes, Marie left Poland to study at a French university in France. Thank you. Very good. Now let's move on to the next question. What is the French name of Maria? Maria, it was her name when she was born. This lady, her name was Maria when she was born. But then she changed it to a French name. It's similar to Maria. What was the name? You will find the answer here. What was the name of the French name of Maria? This is her name when she was born, and then she changed it. Raise your hand and turn on your mic. Yes, Ragda?
Marie.
Yes, Marie. Can you see there is no difference between them? Marie is the French name, which was her name later, and Maria is her name when she was born. So this is her French name. Let's move on to the next question. When Marie and Pierre got married. When I ask when, it means that I want a date. So, when Marie and Pierre got married, you will find the answer here. Oh, sorry. When did they got married? يلا رنيم. Yes, please turn on your mic. Okay, can you say the date, please? Turn on your mic. Yes, good, Renee, but just can you turn on your mic? You have to, Thalith, you have to turn on your mic. Okay, so they got married in 1895. Here we find the answer. Marie and Pierre Curie, they got married in 1895. Let's move on to the next question. Thank you, Reneem. What was Marie and Pierre studies about? They do some studies and researches. It was about what? You will find the answer here. Their studies يعني الدراسات. So their studies was about what? Or of what? You will find the answer here, Thalith. Someone else? Someone who did not participate today? I'm asking you very easy questions, Thalith. Huh? Come on. People. What was Marie and Pierre studies about? Or what was their studies of? Studies of what? What was their studies about? About what? About teaching? No. Other people who did not participate. ها ثالث. Where are you? The rest? Lama and Lama. Yaqeen, Zainab, Sumaya, Raha. Where are you, Ilaf? What was Marie and Pierre's studies of? Yalla, Ilaf. Yes.
Radioactive substance.
Yes, thank you so much. Their studies were about or of radioactive substance. Can you see? This was their studies about. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next question. In 1898, the couple discovered what? They discovered something in this date. What was this thing? Let me show you. In 1898, They discovered something. What did they discover? Come on, Thalith. The couple discovered in 1898. They discovered something. What was it? You will find the answer here in the last paragraph. This paragraph. Where are you, the rest? يلا رغدة.
The elements polonium and radium.
Thank you so much. Yes, the couple in 1898, the couple discovered the elements polonium and radium. They discovered those two elements. The last question that we will have about this couple is that who was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice? Without looking back, who was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice? 2 times. يلا منار.
Marie.
Yes, Marie Curie was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice. Okay, now let's move on to another story. It's not about physics and chemistry. No, it's about this couple. We're going to find what is their story. Need you to look at them. Now let's listen to their story.
Time for chemistry. She was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice.
Now.
Anita and Giuseppe Garibaldi, 1839 to 1849. Giuseppe Garibaldi was a leader in the struggle for Italian unification and independence. When Garibaldi was exiled from Italy, he fled to South America, where he lived for 12 years and fought in another struggle for independence, this time for the independence of Uruguay from Argentina. While in Brazil, Garibaldi married Anita Ribeiro, a young woman from Laguna, a small town in southern Brazil. As husband and wife, the two traveled everywhere together. It was known that Anita even accompanied her husband to battles. However, on August 4, 1849, Anita, pregnant and sick, died in Garibaldi's arms. Garibaldi never did get over his grief at Anita's death. Over a decade later, he was still grieving when he first went to meet the king of a unified Italy, wearing one of her scarves.
Okay, so this story was about this couple. They really love each other. They travel everywhere together. And also they said something very interesting. They said that Anita, the wife, she accompanied her husband to battles. It means that when they have battles, they have to, wars, they have to fight. She was with her husband. Okay, now let me ask you this question. Giuseppe, which is Garibaldi, this person, was a leader in what? So Giuseppe was a leader in what? It's written. ثالث. He was a leader in Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi was a leader in what? ثالث.
Struggle for Italian.
Thank you, Ragda. Yes, he was a leader in the struggle for Italian what? Unification and independence. He wants Italy to be what? Unified. Unified means what? Or unification. ماذا يعني unification? To be unified or unification. What is the meaning of that?
Tawheed.
Yes, Tawheed. Yes, to be together. And independence. Independence have have different meanings. What is the meaning of the independence here? When I talk about a country. Yes, thank you, Manar. Every country in the world have an Independence Day. You know, يوم الاستقلال. كل بلد, okay? only one country in the world that does not have independence country. Do you know what is this country? One country in the world. They don't have Independence Day. Independence Day, they do it in some countries because maybe they were colonized by another country. يعني إنه حكم أو استعمروا ببلد آخر. Okay. لما ذهب الاستعمار هذا يسمونه نفس اليوم يسمونه Independence Day. يوم استقلال عن هذا الاستعمار. So there is one country in the world that does not have Independence Day. It's a country that's yes, thank you, Manar and Dana. The United Kingdom is the only country in the world that does not have Independence Day. They don't have Independence Day because they weren't colonized by another country. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Where did Giuseppe go when he was exiled from Italy? Where? Let's go back here. So, do you know the meaning of this word, exile? What do you think? When they force someone to go to another country, what do they call that? You have your phones, you can search for the meaning.
Nafi.
Yes, thank you, Raghda. Yes. Did you hear? So when they force someone to go to another country, they used to do that in the past. They don't do it now. But when they force someone, if they did something bad, they force this person to go to another country without his wish, without even asking him. Okay, just because he did something very bad. So where did he was exiled? Giuseppe. They send him because he wants Italy to be unified and independent. So as a result of that, they send him away to another country. Which country is that? Other people, where are you? Garibaldi was exiled to what? From Italy to what? To another country. Yes, Ilaf.
South America.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So from Italy, he fled to South America. He was exiled to South America. Without his choice, they sent him away. Okay. Last question. Where did Giuseppe and Anita meet? They meet where? Where did they meet? Anita and Giuseppe, they meet somewhere. Where did they meet? هات ألف. The couple.
In Brazil.
Yes, they met in Brazil. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Yaqeen. Thank you, Raghda. They met where? While in Brazil, Garibaldi married Anita. So that means that they met there. Very good. Okay. Now we're done. We just have one exercise here. You're going to match each word with its meaning. You have here words and you have meanings here. They are very easy. Just pay attention. I will give you 2 minutes and then we're going to answer together. Okay, let's start. So the first word is devoted. What do you think the meaning of devoted? Yes, Zainab.
C.
Yes, dedicated. Thank you. So the meaning of devoted is dedicated. Number 2, exiled. What is the meaning of exiled? Other people who did not participate.
E.
Who's talking?
Lama.
Yes, Lama. So?
E. Forced to leave one's native country.
Thank you. Forced to leave one's native country. Thank you. Very good. Number 3, fled. When someone fled, or when the thief fled. Yes, Dania.
Teach.
Run away. B.
Yes, ran away. B. Thank you. Grieving. We said that Garibaldi was grieving his wife's death.
F.
Yes, Yaqeen?
F.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, mourning. Thank you. Number 5, legendary. Someone who did not participate. Yes, Ranim. So legendary means, yes, famous. Someone who's famous. And the last one, the unification of a country. What is the meaning of unification? Yes, Yaqeen?
A.
Yes, A, bringing
Bring
together.
it together.
Yes, thank you, all of you. طيب ثالث, you have to pay attention if you want to start studying يعني حتى لا تراكم الدروس. Just pay attention that whenever we're going to have an exam, I'm not going to tell you what is the meaning of devoted and then you match it with dedicated. No, I'm going to give you a box that has words and then sentences with blanks, and you're going to put the word into the blank. Okay? So yes, you have to know their meanings, but don't memorize the meaning. You should know how to put the word in the sentence, okay? Clear, ثالث? Okay. Okay, so this is all for today. Do you have any question? Please make sure that you have your notebook by tomorrow. We're going to start writing. So please make sure that you have them. Another thing I'm going to tell you, Thalith, you have to participate by turning on your mic. Other than that, I'm not going to consider that as a participation. If you participate with turning on your mic and also in the chat, it's okay. But only using the chat, I'm not going to consider that as a participation. And your participation mark is out of 20. So please pay attention to that. Yes, Yaqeen, do you have a question? Yaqeen, do you have a question? Okay, so just let me take the attendance and then you're free to go. Okay, Dania, are you here? Dania?
معلمة دانيا طلعها.